Good morning. We are doing some header maintenance this morning. This is my John Deere 640 flex draper, and I am replacing the long draper belt on it. You can tell that this one was split and it was getting torn up and it wasn't staying in track, so I made it through last year on the last few days of cutting. That's when it started tearing up. So the process for this is you got to take every one of the guards off and every one of the crop ramps, which that's the crop ramp. Here are all the guards. And while I'm doing that, before I put the belt back on, the new belt, if anybody has a John Deere header, they know that these roller bearings are a pain and they don't really have much life in them. So I'm going to go ahead and take the time and break those down and put new bearings in them. I replaced a bunch last year in the field, and it sucks worse doing it in the field than doing it here. So here's the one that I've already got stretched out, ready to go. Best way that I found to do it is a snap ring in there. Get your snap ring out, get a torch, and heat this whole dude all the way up. Get it real cherry red hot, and get a slide hammer bearing puller and just beat the stew out of it, and it comes out. If you just try to beat it out with this thing, it's gonna take a couple of business days. So I recommend go ahead and heating this up as hot as you can get it without damaging the roller or not making any dings in here. And then put the slide hammer in there and get that out. And last year, every one I replaced, I put copper anti-seize on it. So I'm actually replacing one here in a minute that I did replace last year. And I'm gonna try to just see if that anti-seize, I can just knock it out with that slide hammer. So stay tuned and we'll see how that works. So this is starting our header series maintenance. John Deere takes a little bit more work involved when it comes to doing stuff like this. Taylor's got a MacDon, I got a John Deere. They're good for both of their own reasons, but I'd say the biggest complaint about a John Deere is these kind of things, and then having to pretty much disassemble the whole side of the header to get a new belt on. But you know, everything can't be perfect. So anywho, I'm fixing to get this snap ring out, fire up the torch, heat it up, get the pullers all set up in there, and we'll see if we can get it out.
Behind it to kind of unseize it, if it's doing what I think it's doing.
No, I mean, it's free now, I just can't. Got it.
Free all. That free all got it there.
Ready to kill somebody.
Woo! Slap ham. That stuff works. I don't care what you say.
That's good stuff.
When we got it out without a torch.
4 more hands on here.
Free all. We put that shit on everything.
There it is in my hand. In my hand.
Where bucket?
Dang,
Dang, where's it at?
There ain't nothing wrong there. I'll put it back in there. Gonna clean out the hole there. Here's the new bearing. Before I do that, I'm gonna put this all inside the hole there. That way, whenever I get ready to replace it, hopefully it'll come out easier. You don't have to beat on it so much.
Anti-seize, not Loctite.
Anti-seize, not Loctite. So we're gonna get that slathered up in there after he cleans the hole out. Man, this one's different. Look at that stuff. I'll go on the other side and get this in there. That's what the inside of the hole is going to look like with all the anti-seize in there.
Alright.
I'll let you see me do this in case you need good technique. You get as much on this as you can possibly hold with the brush. You go in there and just slather it in there.
There's no
You
way.
you cannot overdo anti-seize.
Somebody's gonna say you can't.
Yeah, well,
You watch.
they ain't never changed these bearings before.
I ain't no cowboy.
You gonna pop it in there, and you take your new bearing. It's the same on both sides.
In there.
Just tap it in there. Hand me that. This in there. I think it's in there far enough to get the, gotta get the snap ring back in it. Wherever the claws is. Are you getting it in there now?
I think it's in, but it looks funny to me. Kinda hard to tell. Make sure it's
New belt, old belt. If you happen to be wondering, that's what about 2,300 bucks looks like for a header. New bearings, new roller last year, and everything you need to get all this stuff done. Not exactly ideal sometimes.
Yeah, let me. So that I can come down there and do this.
Got to back it back down.
Snatch it. Just as far as there we'll go. A little more.
I don't know.
Here it comes. Does it matter where these go?
No, they just go on top of these.
Okay.
Well, it's a few days later from when I started working on getting my header serviced. Got new belt put on, replaced some section, replaced some hold down tensioners, replaced some crop ramps. It's the reason it took so long to finish this out. I had to wait a week on one specific crop ramp down there, but the header is through. It has been gone through, bearings changed, belts have been tracked, the cutter bars have been adjusted to where they're not touching anything. Sometimes they get to touching right there and start squeaking a little bit, and you kind of got to take the bolts out, loosen that up and move it up and down to get it just right. Done all that, calibrated the header to the combine, calibrated all that kind of stuff, run it for a little while. Everything's running good. So this, we can check it off the list, ready to go. So anyways, Hope y'all enjoyed the video, a little bit of servicing. And if you got a John Deere header, maybe that'll help you out a little bit on some things to look for. And if I think of anything else in the future, if anything breaks down, I'll video it and let you know what's up. But anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to like and subscribe, and have a good day.